welcome to the 50 Marble Elimination Tournament, Spinning Speedway Phase 1. Yes, it is a new track, and we are starting again with Phase 1. So we will start with the map showcase, first of all. As we can see, we're starting off with the squares and the circles. All of them will be spinning. As you can see, just the main gimmick, just everything is spinning. Everything is rotating. Everything is, going to try to stop you with that rotation. And we are starting with Phase 1, the time trials. 36 marbles will individually go down the course, with each marble trying to finish as quickly as possible. The 28 marbles with the fastest times will be safe and advance to Phase 2, and the 8 marbles with the slowest times will go to the elimination round. We will start off with Blinding Light, who has had a pretty solid tournament so far. No elimination rounds yet. And so far, just been pretty consistent all around. A little hung up on the squares there, but not too badly. No issues with the rectangles and these kind of wrecking ball gears kind of thing. Not too much of an issue there, although that last one, it did push them really far, and it did slow them down a bit. A bit more of a slowdown on the funnel as well. Overall, a 21-second time. We'll have to see how that holds up to the rest. That doesn't seem too bad quite yet, but we'll have to see. A Blister Beetle is up next. Also has yet to get to an elimination round. So, yeah, pretty good so far. A little caught up on the rectangles, it seems like. They won't escape quite yet. There's that last one, causing quite a bit of trouble, and they're going all around. Oh, that was a massive slowdown. We're already at the 21-second mark. At this point, Blinding Light would have finished, and Blister Beetle isn't even close to being done. Now, there isn't too many issues with the gears, although this, a little bit of an issue with the funnel, but oh, that's those rectangles, they went crazy. And that is currently last by 10 seconds. Now, next is Buzzkill, who is hoping to have a run that is less embarrassing than the one Blister Beetle showed off. Getting a little tripped up by the squares. That is a place you can lose some time, some valuable seconds. Overall, much quicker on the rectangles. Not too many issues on the wrecking ball gears. Ooh, they nearly got caught there near the end. But overall, this seems to be more respectable. Yeah, that is better than Blister Beetles, as currently P2. So not as bad, but we'll have to see how that holds up. Caramel Apple next in run 4. Now, Caramel Apple, in their last time trial, they actually DNF'd, so they went to the elimination round there. They obviously did survive, as you can see that they are here, but they want to try to avoid that failure again. So far, things are going pretty solidly. Yeah, not too many hiccups. Now, this spinning gear thing can cause some hiccups. And it did a bit. It made this Caramel Apple P3 out of 4, I believe, so not the greatest run. They're kind of just hoping that others just do worse. Carolina Reaper next as run 5. Again, hasn't been in a elimination round yet. Is getting caught by the square there. Actually not making any progress. Are they moving? I'm not sure if they're moving. And that's going to be declared as a DNF. So yeah, that is terrible for Carolina Reaper. That's basically guaranteed an elimination round. Next up, run 6, Carpenter Ant. Carpenter Ant has been incredible this whole tournament. And in fact, even in the last time trials, they were second. And yeah, that's that. They've been really strong this tournament. So far, pretty good. Very good run, a really good run, sub 20 seconds, and that is P1. That is amazing for Carpenter Ants. Unsurprising, because they've been great this whole tournament. We'll never know if they'll slow down. Cattail up next as run 7. Hasn't been in an elimination round yet either. Yeah, a lot of these marbles, they've been in like 2 elimination rounds. A lot of 2 elimination rounds. Cattail pretty strong so far. Getting hit by the wrecking ball gears. Actually, yeah, that does hurt them. Twice. Getting hit twice. They really need to lock in this final funnel section. But not really doing that. P4, that's not the worst we've seen. That's actually kind of mid-pack. That might be safe, but we'll have to see. Charcoal up next with run 8. Not the most notable this tournament, but that's actually mostly a good thing. That probably means you've generally just been safe. Maybe mid-pack a few times, but overall, Charcoal has been good enough to stay out of the spotlight. And overall, this seems to be a pretty good run, all things considered. A little bit of issues in the funnel, but overall, P2, that's pretty good. As we look at the results, Carpenter Ant in first, followed by Charcoal, Blinding Light, Buzzkill, Cattail, Caramel Apple, Blister Beetle, and Carolina Reaper with that DNF. They are not going to like that. Cogwheel up next as run 9. They were close to going to the elimination round last time, but ultimately they did avoid it. So overall, still yet to go to the elimination round. Getting a little bit hung up on the spinning rectangles. That did cause issues for Blister Beetle. Oh, and yeah, it's just some overall, few missteps throughout the course. Still ends up being a pretty fast time, all things considered. That's P3. Pretty shocking, I'd say, but honestly, you know, it worked out. Fantastica up next with run 10. Also has yet to be in an elimination round. A lot of these marbles, I guess, early in the alphabet, you know, they haven't been in many of these elimination rounds. Ooh, that was really good movement by Fantastica. Overall, just avoiding most of the obstacles. Kinda, that spinning, that third gear could have caused a few issues. Ultimately, really didn't. And that is P3 for Fantastica. That is a very good run. Highlighter up next as run 11. Highlighter has been in an elimination round. They were in the last one, but they got out really quickly, I'd say. So, they're going to try to avoid that again, but they are also getting caught up in these spinning rectangles. These spinning rectangles seem to be able to make or break your entire run. Oh, they're going back! They're going back! Oh, just when you thought they escaped, these gears brought them back up. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, I hate to laugh, but that is funny. That is admittedly funny. But Highlighter, this is an incredibly painful time. We'll slow down near the end of the funnel. That is P10. That is not good at all. That's rough. It's rough. Run 12 with horsepower now. Now knows to try to like get through that spinning rectangle as fast as possible. They have been in an elimination round. They only barely survived the last one, being the last one safe. So they are going to want to do better here. Not too shabby so far, but could be a lot stronger with these gears. Yeah, ultimately this could have gone a lot worse. What is this gonna be? P8. Ooh, that's not great actually. P8 out of P12. That's not great, but it could have been worse. Hydro Cannon up next as number 13. Hydro Cannon has a pretty strong season so far. No elimination rounds quite yet. Overall, pretty fast so far. Getting a little caught up on the spinning rectangles. Yeah, actually, going back up to the first section. That did definitely cause a bit of a slowdown. That could have been worse, but not great. Getting hit by the double wrecking ball gear, the third gear. And yeah, that's actually slowing them a lot. They are keeping them up there. Hydro Cannon, unable to escape, does manage to get through there, but we are past the 30-second mark. This is not going to be a good time. And that is P11 out of, I believe, 13. Only beating 2 marbles. That's bad. That's bad. Inchworm up next as run 14. Again, pretty quiet this tournament, but overall pretty respectable. You know, no elimination rounds yet. And overall pretty quick here, actually. Yeah, managing to find all the right paths. Not getting too caught up by the gears there. This actually looks to be a really fast run. And yeah, that is P2, and guaranteed safety as well. As you can see by the green text there. Inchworm is now safe from the elimination round. Inspector up next as run 15. Now remember, you have to avoid the bottom 8 in order to be safe. So I think top 7 here for Inspector is what they're aiming for. Getting a bit caught up by the spinning rectangles, not too much, but just a bit. That could cause issues, potentially. Overall, not too terrible run. Getting a little slow on the funnel there, but still enough for P6, which is safety. So Inspector, just glad to be safe. Lily of the Valley up next as run 16. Another pretty quiet marble. Not much happening. They've just been safe. They've been doing good. They've been just safe in general. Overall, not too much issues here, although they were pushed back up to the second section. That did slow them down a bit, but it could have gone a whole lot worse. Now, this gear right here, hitting Lily of the Valley a whole lot. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Oh, it's slowing down a bit there. 26 seconds about. P12. Now, that's not terrible, but that's not great. Anyway, our safe marbles currently are Carpenter and Inchworm, Charcoal, Fantastica, Cogwheel, Inspector, Blinding Light, and Buzzkill, with Cattail, Horsepower, Caramel Apple, Lily of the Valley, Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, Highlighter, and Carolina Reaper still in trouble. As we move on to Lunar Legend. Lunar Legend has had some close calls before, but overall, no elimination rounds yet. As we go on, so far, pretty respectable run. No real struggles quite yet. And yeah, quick in the final section. That is P4. That's a really good time for a Lunar Legend, and they are giving themselves safety. Lychee up next as run 18. A lot of quiet marbles here that haven't really done much. I mean, maybe they won their first round, perhaps. I don't think Lychee did, actually. I think they had to take 2 rounds to win. Overall, not the worst start so far. Ooh, getting pushed up a bit by that gear right there. That could cause issues. But actually takes the third gear pretty quickly. Now, it's all down to the funnel here. P11. That's not safe yet, so that could cause some issues. We'll have to see with run 19 with Mango Lassie. Anyway, Mango Lassie, so far, not been in an elimination round quite yet. Pretty quick over that first part. Actually, yeah, this seems to be a pretty quick time so far, provided this doesn't go crazy. And honestly, yeah, this looks really good. And yeah, pretty quick, P6. That is safety, first of all, and, you know, just a generally respectable time. Run 20 now is Manta Ray. Manta Ray also has not been in an elimination round. They've been pretty strong so far, from the looks of it. Yeah, this is pretty respectable so far. No real screw-ups quite yet, although this gear, this double Wrecking Ball gear, is causing them to slow down a bit. But it seems to be a respectable enough time for P8. So as we move on to run 21 with Minecart. A lot of these marbles, again, have not really been in danger. So, you know, some of these gonna have to experience it for the first time. Minecart really wants that to be later rather than sooner. But so far, pretty respectable, pretty fast. Going straight into the final section with the sub 20-second time. A little bit slow there, but ultimately that is enough for P7, just barely above 20 seconds. So overall, pretty respectable. Mud Skipper run 22 now. Mud Skipper was in that first time trial elimination round because of their slow time. Not many of those have survived this long. Mud Skipper is one of them. So far, this definitely could be a lot better. Anyway, let's going into the third one. Ooh, that could cause a bit of a slowdown. Not going through that section particularly quickly. Oh yeah, this does not look like it'll be a fast time. 26 seconds something. And that is P17. That's not great. Now, Neo Theater as run 23. They did pretty good in time trials and never has really been in a situation where they've been in significant danger. They've just been having a good tournament so far. And, oh, a bit of a slowdown there. That could cause some issues. Yeah, Neo Theater also getting kind of screwed over by that third gear. Slowing down quite a bit. What will this do to the time? It's not the fastest. Another new P17. Neo Theater, not quite safe. Newt Brute is up next. Now, Newt Brute has had a bit of a roller coaster run. They did win the last time trial run, but they were just in an elimination round in Phase 3. So they're definitely more on the inconsistent side. They do want to, maybe they're good at time trials. They actually are doing quite well here. That was a really fast time. That is P3. Maybe Newt Brute just really good at time trials. And, you know, that is good enough to be safe here. The safe marbles right now are Carpenter Ant, Inchworm, Newt Brute, Charcoal, Lunar Legend, Fantastica, Mango Lassie, Minecart, Cogwheel, Manta Ray, Inspector, Blinding Light, Buzzkill, Cattail, Lychee, and Horsepower with Caramel Apple, Neo Theater, Mud Skipper, Lily the Valley, Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, Highlighter, and Carolina Reaper in that danger zone. Paper Plane up next as run 25. There are a lot more safe spots left, so you can get away with, like, kind of a middling time now. But I'd really rather not. Oh, Paper Plane going back up to the first section. This section actually causing major issues for Paper Plane. Yeah, this does not look to be the best run, although they handled that third gear with such grace. This might still be safe. And yeah, P13, as you can see, a middling time around that. That's still safe. Peregrine Falcon with run 26. I believe they were in the last elimination round. They took it all the way to the last round before they end up winning that round. Overall, pretty fast so far, although they are getting worse. They were sent back up to Section 1. Getting stuck on these spinning rectangles, that is the last thing you want to be doing. And so far, this does not look to be the best run. And, oh, getting stuck on the third gear, too. Oh, this is hard to watch. This is hard to watch. You still might get a sub 30 second. No, no sub 30 second time. That is P22 out of, again, 26. So not a good run. Puff Pastry up next with run 27. Again, trying to avoid that bottom 8. Has been in 2 elimination rounds already. Currently the only marble to survive 2, actually. So it does make them pretty special in that regard. In fact, the time trial was the only one where they weren't up for elimination for. And they do get P13, and yes, they are safe for another phase. Ribeye is next up for run 28. So far, no elimination rounds yet, I believe. Actually, no, they might have been in phase 3's elimination round, but they were safe. Really, a lot of speed in that second section. Not sure if it was in the right place, though. Still, overall, seems to be an okay time. And yeah, P12, that is enough for safety, so respectable enough, I suppose. 29 Silk Scarf, another marble that's been pretty strong so far. They've done well in the time trials, and they've done well just overall. They won their round in phase 2 and the first one in phase 3. And so far, this could be a little better. Not the slowest we've seen, but they do need to pick up the pace, and they cannot afford to lose too much time here. And they really don't, actually. It's actually a pretty fast time, P14. Maybe not as fast as I was thinking, but it is still enough for safety. Run 30 is Smoke Bomb now. Smoke Bomb overall pretty consistent so far. No real mess-ups here. And so far, they've been doing pretty well in this round. 10 seconds passed right now, and they're on to the third gear already. And it's not causing too many issues. So as long as they don't screw up on the funnel, which I don't think they will. Ooh, that was a bit of a rough funnel. Still, P17, that is enough to be safe. Maybe he could have shaved off a bit more time, but, you know, enough is indeed enough. Snowbank up next as run 31. They were in phase 2, the DNF there, I believe. They were in the elimination round for phase 2. And I think they're getting stuck in the exact same spot as Carolina Reaper. And yes, that is a DNF for them as well. Yikes, that red text means it's guaranteed elimination round for them. Anyway, next up is Sunny Side Up. They've been pretty okay so far. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, they have been just safe. So overall, pretty respectable by Sunny Side Up so far. This doesn't seem to be too bad of a run, although that is a bit of a slowdown. Will that cause anything major to happen? Ooh, struggling a bit there in the funnel. Struggling a lot on the funnel. 26 seconds. That's still enough for P24, though. So that is still safety. As we move on to the current results, we have Carpenter Ant, Inchworm, Nuke Brute, Charcoal, Lunar Legend, Fantastica, Mango Lassie, Minecart, Cogwheel, Manta Ray, Inspector, Ribeye, Blinding Light, Silk Scarf, Puff Pastry, Paperline, Snowball, Puzzkill, Cattail, Lychee, Horsepower, Caramel Apple, Neo Theater, and Sunny Side Up are safe. You know, Mud Skipper, Lily of the Valley, Peregrine Falcon, and Blister Beetle are in danger. Hydro Cannon, Highlighter, and the 2 DNFs are up for the elimination round. Toadstool up next. They were in phase 2's elimination round, and they were close to being in the elimination round for phase 3. So they've had some troubles so far. Still, this time doesn't seem too awful quite yet. So far, yeah, a bit of a slowdown there in the third gear. Not the fastest, P24. That's barely enough for safety, but hey, enough is indeed enough. Run 34 is time for Toxic Orb. Let's see what this will be. So far, getting launched upwards because of the rectangles. Not still could be slower. This looks like it'll be good enough, provided they don't get too caught up on the gears. And oh, that was not great. Still, they do really well in the final section, as enough for P22, I suppose. Next up is Turtle Shell as the penultimate run 35. Fewer spots are safe. Fewer safe spots left, and they really want to get it. They're actually really struggling on the circles, which is not. Those circles do spin. They are struggling on the spinning rectangles, and yeah, a lot of marbles do struggle there. But Turtle struggling quite a bit. They are getting hit by the wrecking ball gears thing. Is this good enough for safety? I genuinely don't know. It's not. It is not good enough for safety. That is P29. That is in the danger zone. Just barely. Zip Zap as the final run up next. Very few safe spots left. Zip Zap gonna want to take one of them. Struggling a bit on the rectangles, but not too much. As long as they keep a clean run from now on, they should be safe. And yeah, this looks pretty clean. And that should be enough for Zip Zap to not only to slot into P8, which is definitive safety for them. In fact, the safe marbles are Carpenter Ant, Inchworm, Newt Brute, Charcoal, Lunar Legend, Fantastica, Mango Lassie, Zip Zap, Minecart, Cogwheel, Manta Ray, Inspector, Ribhive, Blinding Light, Silkscarf, Puff Pastry, Paper Planes, Smoke Bomb, Buzzkill, Cattail, Lychee, Horsepower, Shockstorm, Caramel Apple, Neo Theater, Toadstool, Skipper, and Sunny Side Up. With the 8 in danger being in that bottom, 8. Lily the Valley, Turtle Shell, Peregrine Falcon, Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, Highlighter, Carolina Reaper, and Snowbank. These are your elimination round marbles. Now, the elimination round will start now. The 8 marbles will race the courts as quickly as possible. The first place marble is safe. The last place marble is eliminated. Continue until everyone is safe or eliminated. You've seen these before for the first 3 phases. It's pretty much how this is going to go for the whole tournament. As we start with elimination round 1, we have everyone on the blocks. They are nervous, but it looks to be Peregrine Falcon starting off first. Really fast run. Yeah, they are absolutely dominating, and they're already done. Peregrine Falcon already safe. They did not want to be here for any longer than they needed to. Highlighter near the back right now. Will they be able to catch up to anyone? Maybe, if they get good enough luck on this gear section. But it's not quite there. There are still 3 near the bottom of the funnel, but they won't be able to be passed by Highlighter, which means Highlighter is the first marble eliminated in the spinning Speedway. Unfortunate for them, but Peregrine Falcon also safe. They'll be very happy about that. Yeah, unfortunate Highlighter, they just couldn't catch up. Round 2, we have Lily the Valley, Turtle Shell, Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, Carolina Reaper, and Snowbank. Snowbank, the first in the lead right now, but it looks like Blister Beetle will take it. No, it's Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper slowing down a bit. Turtle Shell may be able to catch up. It's hard to say. No, Carolina Reaper is going to finish first. Turtle Shell, that's Hydro Cannon in the back. It's actually, no, it's Lily of the Valley at the bottom, the back of the pack right now, and everyone is finished by the time they enter the funnel. Lily of the Valley is eliminated. So yeah, Carolina Reaper just dominant. Snowbank was near the back somewhat, but by the time Lily of the Valley entered the funnel, it was too late. Turtle Shell, Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, and Snowbank for round 3. Hydro Cannon off to a lead, but now Blister Beetle takes it. Hydro Cannon takes it back. Blister Beetle, Hydro Cannon, and Blister Beetle both fighting, but now it's Snowbank in the lead. Turtle Shell Nail takes it. Everyone is fighting for the safe spot. It's anyone's game right now. It looks like Hydro Cannon is going to take it. They are in the lead. Blister Beetle trying to make a move for it. Now Snowbank, now Turtle Shell. Who will it be? It looks like it's going to be Turtle Shell. And Snowbank out the back of the pack now. And yeah, there goes Snowbank. Yeah, that was really close. Turtle Shell will be safe. Snowbank is not. Blister Beetle and Hydro Cannon now fighting for that final spot of safety. Hydro Cannon with the lead. But struggling in the spinning section. Blister Beetle comes right up behind. Hydro Cannon still maintains the lead. But they get stuck up by the gear as well. Blister Beetle trying to catch up. They kind of do. But Hydro Cannon still maintains the lead. It's down to the final. It is down to the final. Blister Beetle right at the end makes a bump against Hydro Cannon, and Blister Beetle is safe. Blister Beetle, the final one, safe. And that means Hydro Cannon, Snowbank, Lily of the Valley, and Highlighter are eliminated in 33rd, 34th, 35th, and 36th, respectively. Now we introduce a new thing for the Elimination. We had this little spinning thing for the spinning Speedway, but it does not matter. It's the same fate for all of them. To the box of losers with them. And as such, elimination. They will not be able to return back to the tournament. Very disappointing for them. But anyway, we'll see you next time for Spinning Speedway Phase 2. Until then, this is Rip Biscuit, signing off.